What the heck are we doing today? Today we're doing Alien Monsters, the Mysterious Killer. Now, I don't build a lot of Lego, but when I saw this set, I couldn't resist. Looks like we get 2 bags full of smaller bags and an instruction booklet. Let's take a look. Looks like this model will come together in 4 different phases. Oh yeah. The instructions are different, but quite the same. I've seen this kind of thing before in Mega Block sets. It does resemble Lego, but like I said, it's different. It's hard to read. This should be fairly difficult. Yeah, and there's a lot of it. Let's see what's in these 2 bags. Looks like each one of those big bags has 8 smaller bags inside it, labeled very strangely. We also got this light brick here out of the first bag, which will illuminate the base. The alien will be in that bag there. This is the base. Let's get into this. Oh, yeah. Just taking a quick inventory here of the pieces in the first 4 bags, and I'm seeing some oddball stuff here. Not your standard brick here and there, but this trans green element is pretty incredible. Lego doesn't make anything that looks like that. But, yeah, I mean, look, you've got the 1 by, what is that, a 3 sloped in the trans green. And look at this, you get a 1 by 1 snot plate, which just isn't a thing, usually. There's also a couple, like, double-sided plates, which is really neat. This is pretty cool. I guess we'll see if I can understand the instructions. Not gonna lie, that took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I've got some oddball pieces here left over. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. There is a good chance that I did, though, because the instructions aren't really easy to understand. Check this thing out down here. They had me build this weird little feature, and when you turn it, it lights up that light brick in there. I'm assuming it's going to show through the trans green when it's dark. I guess we'll find out when the sun goes down. I did have to change some things around in there, though, because every time I turned it on, it would break loose. So I added a few Lego pieces down in there just to kind of secure that whole mechanism there. You got to do what you got to do when it comes to Flago. You know what I mean? It feels wrong, but it works right. Let's go ahead and get into the second phase. That would be bag 2 up there. All 4 of those. 5. All 5 of those bags. Yeah. Bag 2. Bag 2 wasn't much easier than bag 1. We had some very oddball building techniques there in the face hugger and that skeleton. There are some more pieces in here that Lego doesn't usually typically offer, like those clear axle pieces. And here's the other side where we've used those dark gray swoopy tail pieces and horns to make like little stony looking roots. This thing is pretty cool looking, I will admit. They've got some nice greebling going on there. Beautiful sculpting in the rock. Let's keep going with bag 3 and building the alien. Oh yeah. This is the part I've been waiting for. If the model is anything like the box art, this guy is going to look so cool. The sculpting on this is next level. This is boss level shit, you guys. I don't have words. It was hard, but worth it. The detail, the spines, the teeth, the head build, just look at that. Look at how detailed it is. It took me a minute, but yeah, well worth the effort, dude. Look at the rib cage, man. Like a closer look at the back here with the ribs and the spines. I don't even have to say anything, dude. Just look at it. Like, we're going to go on to bag 4, where we're going to build his arms, leg, and tail and finish off this badass looking alien. So this is quite possibly the coolest building block set that I ever bought that wasn't Lego. But I am biased because I'm a huge fan of the Alien franchise. Let's take a closer look at the detail they put into the arms here with the side build techniques and the NPU with the handlebars and stuff like that. The hands could have been better, but they work. They look good. The feet and leg build was incredible. The wires will pop out and stuff if you adjust this thing too much. You can adjust the tail and, in all kinds of positions and stuff. So you can pose it, but when you play with it, pieces will fall off, things like that. So you got to be careful with it. So yeah, definitely probably more of a display piece. So let's get him put on the base there and posed. You know what? I consider this money well spent. This is a gorgeous model. It looks great. I do have a little more posing to do with him and whatnot, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to put him on the shelf and pose him. Yeah, definitely a really cool display piece. I think it is my favorite non-Lego, because I do have Johnny 5 over there too. I'm actually going to put these next to each other, but yeah, I think this is my favorite non-Lego build that I have. It's gorgeous. So this is where he's going to live for now, right next to Johnny 5. I can't wait to see this thing lit up at night. But yeah, that's for my eyes only. Adieu.